I'm Chris for NapierTV, and today on a grand day out, we're going to go see some free festival shows. So, come on down. Hi guys. So, I've picked up a copy of the Fringe booklet. This gives you a list of all the shows happening in the Fringe. They do other ones that show you just free shows, but this is all I could find. So I've looked through, I've found a free venue, the Jekyll Hyde, just shows comedy, and we're going to go along there. See you in a minute. Hiya. We're here with Jane Hill, who we've just seen the show of at the Jekyll Hyde. I just wanted to ask a few questions. First of all, in your show you mentioned that you're a stand-up comedian and you're also a crime writer. How do you balance the two?
Well, being a crime writer is a very sort of solitary activity, so I do that during the day, and then in the evening I just go out and stand in dank rooms in basements of pubs, talking rubbish to people, so the two balance each other quite well.
Quite good jobs as well, I see.
Yeah, no, they are. They're both really good fun. And of course I suppose they both involve telling stories.
Yeah, I can see where you're coming from there. How many fringes have you been at?
This is my fourth one actually here, and my third one as a performer. The last 2 years I did shows with groups of other comics. In fact, I'm doing another show in the evening with two other comics, but this is my first show on my own.
Oh, how are you enjoying that then?
It is really scary. I don't normally get scared, but I've been very nervous about it because if they don't like me, then they're not going to like the show. It all rides on me.
Yeah. And what would you say is your best part of the Fringe? What do you like most about it?
I like the moment when you've just done a show and it's been quite a good one and people put money in the bucket and you can actually go home and think, do you know, I had a good day today. or when you write a really good new joke, which often happens, or a really sick new joke.
And what's been the best heckler you've ever had, if I might ask?
I don't often get like really nasty heckles because people see me on stage and they think of somebody who's like basically their mum's age and sort of quite nice, so I don't get that heckle. Very disturbingly, I was midway through a punchline once and a woman just said to me from the front row, "Oh, I like your skirt, where did you get it?" Which is quite difficult to handle, and I'd rather actually a sort of an insulting heckle than that.
How did you reply to it?
I said, "Fat face," because it was true, but I should have done something with the joke, shouldn't I? Because that would have been a good joke, but I always think of that after the event, actually. They're very difficult. Yeah.
And just one more thing for anyone who's watching it, where can they see you and when?
Well, I'm at the Jekyll Hyde at 4:30 every afternoon doing my show Murder for Profit and Pleasure, and I'm also doing a show at the Counting House at 7:15 every evening called Comedy Buffet. What is it called? Comedy Buffet. Comedy Buffet, that's the fella, where there's three of us just doing, sort of 15-20 minutes of stand-up each. That's a lot more fun because it's not just riding on my shoulders. Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Okay, we're here with Tom Corbett and other performers from the Jekyll Hyde, and we'll just speak to him about his performance. First of all, is this the very first Fringe you've been at?
No, I did one before, but my venue was down in Leith Walk. Which meant my audience regularly consisted of this lovely blind man who was a barfly there and my grandmother, because I'm that rock and roll.
You've got to start somewhere.
Exactly.
And you're still a student yourself, aren't you?
Yes, I am.
Where is it you're studying and what is it?
I'm studying ancient history at King's College.
A bit clashier than the rest of us then. What's your favourite part of the Fringe?
What's my favourite part of the Fringe? I love comedy basically, and this is just the highest saturation of it in the world. There's comedy going on everywhere, and I just love that.
And the Free Fringe is certainly helping out. It's very good to be able to just drop in and check someone out.
No, it is.
Has it helped out you, do you know?
Oh, it's brilliant. There's no way I would have been able to afford to do Edinburgh ever, basically, unless the Free Fringe was on. Because it couldn't cost something like $3,000 to perform in some of the bigger venues, and and these guys just give you a room for nothing, basically, and all you have to pay for is to be in the programme, so it just gives so many more people the opportunity to come up there and do their stuff. It's great.
And the crowds have been pretty good as well,
yeah,
haven't they?
They've been up, the last 2 nights have been amazing. One before was a little empty, but you can't have it every night, and most nights it's excellent, so it's good.
Just a few more things. What's been your favourite heckle so far?
A guy came out to me, "No, you should start a band called the Transgender Light Speed Champion Crew." And he invited me to play the kazoo out of my arse. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, exactly. It was
interesting.
It was good because it was both a business proposition and a heckle, which I never had before, which was nice.
Our society has we've got a survival plan against zombies, but as a vampire, could you give us any tips on how to survive the inevitable invasion there?
What? Vampirism is the opposite alternative, because if you're a vampire, you are immune to all diseases, and so basically join up. If you sign up, no zombie can infect you, basically. Plus, you're that much stronger and faster than them. No threat at all. Essentially, it's just like walking through a crowd, like walking through the mile at the moment.
Okay. One more thing. Where is it any viewers can catch you, and when?
Oh, but Jekyll Hyde, basically. 6:40, Jekyll Hyde pub. I will be here till the 30th.
Okay.
And the rest of the year down in London, wherever they let me on. Cheers.
Cheers for that. You've been great.
Thank you so much.
Well, guys, that's me just back from the Jekyll and Hyde. We had a great time. Cheap drinks, free comedy, and we even got to speak to some of the performers for you. What more could you want? There were other acts that we couldn't feature in the show that were also worth a watch. Everything is down at the Jekyll and Hyde, really. It's free Fringe, gets my thumbs up. And we'll see you for the next instalment. Thanks for watching, and thanks to the camera crew. Bye.